Okay, I just went to the bookstore. I just picked up a few books. I'm going to go through the books that I just picked up, why I picked them up, why I find them interesting, and, maybe why you should pick them up as well. So, the first one that I just picked up was Animal Farm. I've actually never read this. I like 10 pages in, and I already am very interested where this going. When you read Orwell, the thing about Orwell is he does things, he uses allegory very well. He transcends his current time. When he writes, it's not like, think of when people try to make political commentary today, especially through fiction. They make it so apparent who they're talking about that it doesn't last. And the thing about Orwell is Orwell talks about fundamental aspects of human nature that you could apply to every single dictator, every single ruler, every single individual who seizes power for themselves. And that's why I love Orwell so much, and that's why he's still read today. The fiction that people are writing today, the things that people are trying to get across in their political commentary is not going to last more than a generation, because it's so boring. It's so, you know who they're talking about, and it's frustrating. And I can't wait to talk about this book. I'll probably finish it actually today, and hopefully I'll have a video on it soon. But the next book I want to talk about is The Catcher in the Rye. I read this, I think, in my sophomore year of high school, and I really liked it. I really thought it was an amazing book. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, is this really a good book, or did it just hit me at the right time? Did it hit me at the time when I was starting to grow older, when I was starting to see my place in the world, and not be happy with it, and not be happy with the systems that be, the powers that be, and not want to grow up? Like, is that why I liked it so much, or does it have a good message? And I'm interested to see my new take on it, especially after I've read so many more things, after I've read so many more classics. And at the time it was my favorite book, but is it still going to rank that highly? Is it still going to be something that resonates with me? Because it's not something I've thought about in a very long time, and I thought it was time that I start picking up books like this. I'm probably going to pick up The Great Gatsby as well, because I really did like that book. Is that a book that is still good to me? Is that a book that I still enjoy, or is that something I just enjoyed when I was less mature, when I was less well read? I'm interested to see. The last book I picked up is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I remember really liking this book, but I just got busy and I never finished it. And it was something that I always wanted to come back to. And I think it's a book that we need to start rereading and start emphasizing more and more today, because think of modern day society. Modern day society is trying to replace the ideals of nature. We're in an age where AI is becoming increasingly more powerful, and is it something we should really be working towards as we get more and more ingrained in technology, as we get more and more ingrained on our phones? Is this something that benefits us, or is it really having an impact on us in real time? Like, people don't sit down at the dinner table with their family and talk to them. People don't converse with each other. People are more unhappy than ever. And maybe there's something to this Dr. Frankenstein like world, where we try to recreate nature, where we try to redefine what makes us happy, where we try to replace fundamental human connection with a screen, with all of these inventions. And it's just a great story and a great allegory to the progression of science. And is it really worth it? Is it really something that's good for us? And I'm really excited to reread it, because I read it when I was so young. I don't really remember it all that well. I remember the message, but it'll be cool to see. And especially as we get more and more into science, especially we get more and more into human created consciousness and human created and simulated entities. I don't know if you want to call them robots. I don't know if you want to call them AI. I don't exactly know where the future is going to take us, but it's definitely an interesting concept to evaluate, especially in a modern context. So I'm probably going to run through these books very quickly, because the point of going to the bookstore today was to get books that are fun to read. I've been reading a lot of boring stuff. What I'm reading right now is The Variety of Religious Experience by William James, and it's so grainy. It's so like, not that it's super complex, not that it's super like difficult to read. It's just it's not expressive. It's not poetic. It's not something that I read and I go, wow, I can't believe what's gonna happen next. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Like, I know where it's going. I know what he's talking about. He's citing a bunch of different people talking about different experiences, and he's trying to tie it together, and he's trying to tie it together so that we can better understand the human soul. But like, it's not, you know what I mean? It's like you read so much of this stuff and it kind of gets old. It kind of gets boring. There's only so many vast discoveries that you can have. Like, a lot of his work was influenced, or he influenced Jung heavily, so I really understand a lot of his work already. It's very similar to the perennial philosophy, and it's nice to get a change of pace. It's nice to change these things up. But yeah, let me know what you think of these books. Suggest any books that you think I should read, that you think I should like, or yeah, peace out. I'll catch you guys later. Yeah, that's all I got for today.